Chair Shot Reality, episode 340. The Reverend L. Hunt, Justin LeBar here with you. We are at Point Park University, one of the beautiful studios here in downtown Pittsburgh. I want to let everybody know if you're going to be in Minneapolis this Monday for Raw, you can join me 4:30 to 6 beforehand at Kieran's Irish Pub. Myself,
who's coming with you?
Mr.
Anderson or Kennedy, whatever one you want to use.
Anderson. We'll be there. We'll also be giving away Raw tickets. We'll be giving away tickets to Raw that night. Come on, I'm staying in there. There we are. We'll be giving away tickets to Raw that night. We'll also, WrestleRumble.com will be giving away special entries into the Hell in a Cell Pick'em. The Hell in a Cell Pick'em this year. The Hell in a Cell Pick'em to make the predictions. Grand prize, $500 and a pair of tickets to Royal Rumble. You can't beat that. All for predicting Hell in a Cell correctly. If we get to the Royal Rumble, do we think that we're going to have James Ellsworth?
Oh, come on,
I am making a call right now that whether we see James Ellsworth, whether he disappears soon and he's gone for a couple months, that James Ellsworth that will reappear at the Rumble, and he will be one of those goofy Final Fives. He'll go under the ring and pull a Jerry Lawler, something like that. I'm calling that right now. Mark it down on this weekend that LeBar called it. We'll replay that tape.
You know what? I'm getting so sick of this whole James Ellsworth thing. We want to focus on Raw and SmackDown, and then all of a sudden you want to bring in a guy that's green and he's in the ring like he's yellow. I don't agree with it at all. At all. They need to get him out. Put some guys in that's believable. All right, he had his 5 minutes of fame. He has a WWE Shop t-shirt. That's it.
It's a top seller right now. On Thursday, it was marked as a top seller.
Did you get one?
No.
Why not?
Because I'm too busy I'm too busy idolizing over your WWE proper knot.
You mean my David Allen?
Look
WWE?
at that. Can we get a shot of this? Look at this. David Allen proper knot over here.
Right there. WWE. Listen, sign me right now. The proper knot's there. Listen, face that runs the place. This is a real guy right here. But James Ellsworth, he is not the chin that's going to get the win, I tell you that.
No chin music.
No chin music.
All right, well, Ellsworth. Is he worth it? Is this guy who's done jobs for the last couple years, and now, and Renell, you've been in the situation not jobbing on Raw or SmackDown, but as some may or may not know, you oftentimes will see indie wrestlers there getting beaten down by Braun Strowman, portraying security. It's extra work. You've done this before, so you can speak. Having been in those shoes, you go to the extra work, and it's long days, and you got to follow protocol. You don't talk when you're not supposed to talk.
No pictures.
No pictures. You act professional. And he's getting a great run.
You know what? I give him this. We know this. You know this as well. Perhaps your opportunity was getting hit by Sandman and getting beat down. But the thing is this: you seize the opportunity. I admit it. They gave him the opportunity. Let's be honest, guys. Let's be honest. The guy looks weird. He has no chin. He looks weird. But in wrestling, you have to know how to embrace your weirdness. The Rev does it. We all do it. Justin, you do it. Some strange way of your tight leather reality check jacket.
Shoes.
But
you're right.
Because
if this was you, it wouldn't work for you because you look like you could beat James Ellsworth. So I mean, it's working for his size. That's what Vince obviously sees in him.
But do you see longevity? I mean, to be honest, did you see the options that he has from WWE.com?
What were they?
Let me see. A SmackDown Live contract, another WWE World Championship match, a firm handshake from Shane McMahon, or a spot in the WWE Hall of Fame. All because he beat AJ 2 times in a row.
It's unique booking. I can't recall. I mean, that time. I mean, I think back to when I was, I think back to '95. Barry Horowitz, popped up and started winning, but he was winning against Chris Candido. I think it was. He was winning against when they were doing the Body Donna thing. I mean, Barry Horowitz wasn't beating the top guy on the card. He wasn't beating Diesel. For his sake, for James Ellsworth's sake, he should not want to get signed to a contract. And here's my thought: keep getting this pay per basis. Get your T-shirt, get your gimmick money. But because then when he's not doing that on Tuesday taping TV, they're not using it at live events, so he can still work the indies. And he can come in. I mean, it's like I said about Dolph.
He can fight the Rev.
It's like I've said about Dolph Ziggler. If Dolph would have left, obviously James Ellsworth is not Dolph Ziggler, but James Ellsworth could still get more. He could still get more money than probably what he ever has on the indies. So right now, if I'm James Ellsworth, I take it from every hand possible.
What did they say? 15-year veteran in the business. I think he's running Adrenaline Championship Wrestling in Maryland. I mean, things can open up from here. If I was him, I would do the same thing.
Get fed from every hand possible right now.
But at the same time, I don't think I see him going to the WWE Hall of Fame like we can vote for.
No, but I'll tell you what, you got to give them credit. You got to give credit to him. You got to give credit to AJ Styles. Give credit to whoever else helped put that match together. there was a moment, and I am man enough to admit it. There was a moment in that match that I hook, line, and sinker. They had me much like they had a lot of other people because you watch the entire crowd stand up. When he hit that no chin music.
Bam!
When he hit the
chin music.
When he hit the no chin music, and he went for that cover, I was like, no.
Listen, not
but
often.
But they timed it perfect, and you saw everybody.
It was perfect. Not often do you get that.
Everything was in sync. The referee had the nice cadence. AJ's time, the falsy at the. I was like, and
that was a good 1980s.
And as soon as AJ kicked out there, I'm like, okay, AJ's holding on to the title. But for that 2.5 seconds,
believed it.
I was like, they're gonna do it.
Dean ran to the ring. He's like, yeah.
Because think about it. They had what is it? Was it Backlash? They had Backlash a couple weeks ago, and then there's a long period of time between long by today's standards, from Backlash to Survivor Series when it's a joint show. So there's this long period of time. So it's like if you ever were going to do something kind of gimmicky where James Ellsworth is a champion for like 1 week, like a David Arquette type thing, which they referenced, this would be the time period to do it.
Would be the time.
All right, let's talk about, so LJ's Ellsworth is not going to become champion. Let's talk about who is champion. AJ Styles up against Dean Ambrose. Ambrose, who I was souring on when he was champion. This is tremendous stuff. This is the best Dean Ambrose.
Listen,
Singles Dean Ambrose.
I'm saying it like this. Stone Cold told him in his own podcast. He said, listen, you have to step your game up. In other words, you're being complacent. You can do better than this. I really do feel like right now we're seeing a side of him that we have never seen before in WWE. Now, mind you, we know his history, but WWE-wise, this is a side we have not seen before. I'm loving it.
Outside of the Shield.
Yes.
The Shield was a different thing, but outside of the Shield. Yeah, and it's so weird. It's weird to say that I'm back to having such support for Dean Ambrose, but in lieu of that, please don't win the title because because AJ Styles is making a great champion. Dean Ambrose is just making a good challenger, but that's where it can stay. I'm curious. I'm trying to figure out where do they go for Survivor Series. Is James Ellsworth captain of Survivor Series?
You know what? I'm honestly looking for James Ellsworth to be the special guest referee.
Hey.
You never know.
The Rev booking.
You never know, man. That's Booker Rev.
I've heard stranger things. All right, we got more to come here. Renell and I are going to return here at this studio, and we're going to talk a little bit of Chris Jericho, plus we're going to hear from Josh Eisenberg at NXT. And then I'm hopping over across the street to the CMI studio. Josh Eisenberg going to finish it off, talking about a slew of topics, including the man they call Goldberg. Don't go anywhere.